So like many of you, you may have had a bad 2018, and mine was pretty terrible. So there's a variety of different things, from being highly sleep deprived most of the year, from the arseholes upstairs wouldn't let me sleep. So the majority of that I spent trying to sort out through legitimate means with the council, and it didn't really pay off. So I ended up being sleep deprived most of the year. So now I've started fighting back with blasting out music all day, so they can't sleep at the daytime, so I get to sleep at night. It's a horrible thing to have to do, but I need to sleep and not be dying from it. And also a shit job and all this other shit. So, you know, it's been a pretty shitty year. So hopefully 2019 will be better. Now that I'm fighting back and able to get some sleep, and just as long as that works, you know, it's working for now, but who knows how far it'll work. It's a horrible thing to have to do, but I'm a council tenant, so it's not like I could just move elsewhere, and I don't have the money to just buy a house, so that would, you know, that would solve the problem, but I can't really do that. So, stuck in this situation, council will do nothing. They won't, even though I've filled in instant diaries and all this shit and filed all these reports, they still do nothing. So I'm stuck and trapped with this situation. So that's my only option. So anyway, 2019, it's a new year and our new beginnings. So, fortune telling cards. I'm going to shuffle these and I'm going to do a reading for what 2019 will bring for me. Hopefully it will have good things. So I'm going to focus on this. Focus on the thoughts of 2019. What will the outcome of 2019 be for me? What will the overall outlook be? And then I will do a card reading based on that. So I actually need to focus for a minute. Until it feels right, until that feels like a good reading for me. So, first off is the primary cards, which will be... Maybe I should show it to that one more. Okay, and then I'll read it for myself. Right, so it's... Vile is the serpent who lolls with a big bite. Be not indulgent or slow to fight. Flee every moment she turns on the charm. Then poised opponent will spring you harm. That sounds like it's going to be another year of shit fighting against someone. Okay, so then we've got four main influences on the card. So we've got Heeds. Well, good news from the Cavalier. I should have maybe showed you the card first. Okay, also, you know, the deck is in view, so you can see that I'm not stealing it out. Impassioned views promise good cheer. Sadness that hides veiled in the day. Once undisguised, soon flies away. Suggests, you know, once we show the situation, maybe it changes and gets rid of it. So this is the next card. It looks upside down. So, happiness anew from flower scents. The outlook means encouragement. Days will be filled with pleasures come true. Fate has so willed the best unto you. But it's upside down. So happiness might be going away, you know, maybe it's not happiness. But again, these are the current situations, so, you know, that, you know, you'll understand when I continue the reading. So, another upside down card, which is, the book lies unopened, secrets hidden therein. The covers pretend the sorrows begin, it hides many tears and inner emotions, it conceals many fears and foolish devotions. So, you know, it's claiming that I'm holding back things and emotions and hiding them inside, but it's upside down, so, you know, it's the opposite, so they're all coming out, which, you know, is, I'm a very emotional person. Illness is known, sickness is near, fate has its own ending to you. You lose all your money, all your happiness to you, and what's not funny, your courage fails too. So yeah, I mean, pretty much the situation as it currently stands, which is like everything. I don't know why I've left this wire in. It didn't work. I tried to put it through the Elgato, but it was like, no, you can't use this. This is not a supported format. You're not allowed to just directly plug your PC. I'll find the other end of that later. You're not allowed to just directly plug your camcorder into the Elgato and use it to make it a convenient non-edited video. Okay, so these are the factors of change that we will have influence over the cards. Okay, so it'll affect these two. Okay, the slumbering moon, when its rise is near, means great honours are bound to appear. When the moonbeams fade, the omens grow ill, remorseful invades with unpleasant chill. I mean, considering it's the night time with the neighbour and the loss of happiness and all that, and, affecting. So, the night is an effect, and, maybe it's like, affecting the night and, getting rid of the night so they can't sleep at night. That seems to fit pretty well. The anchor's sign of a happy event, bask in sunshine, peaceful and content. When the anchor's apart from distance from you, good luck will depart and leave you askew. But it's also upside down, so... Okay, so the anchor's a happy sign of luck and contentment, but, it's... I'm not lucky, I'm not having any luck in the situation, I'm not content, and, joined with the Cavalier and being imprisoned... impassion and sadness. I don't know, it's not a clear sign there. And then a love card, love and death and unhappiness. Okay, so the heart is a symbol of the honour and joy. Romance blooms in full for you to enjoy. Serenity rests deep in the heart, granting requests till death do thee part. I mean, considering it's mixed with the essentially happiness of being joined in love and death. That's an awkward one. Until death do thee part. So maybe you'll find happiness but then die soon after. Great. That's a good sign, isn't it? Nos. One tree from the earth is best to see. It springs from birth, good health for thee, and appears should reappear close to your goal, your key is near. I mean, that's next to the death sign. It's saying I'll be in good health, but that's also suggesting I'll be not. So maybe if I get healthy, because I'm not being healthy at the moment, I'm so out of shape, maybe it's a suggestion that if I get back in shape, I could get back and avoid death and the happiness. Okay, so these are the future, which we'll now draw. If we will pay attention to the signs and, make some good work. Okay, a ship sails with gold, sails straight into view, lined in its hold fortunes for you. Future travel with a special friend, memories, but it's upside down. Memories will unveil if we travel. So that's suggesting getting out of here with the night card and the anchor and what it's covering. So that's suggesting if only I could get away from this house, maybe I win some money, and the money... But it's also upside down, which suggests you're not going to get it to happen. So you could have this, but, without the luck and the money, it's not going to happen. Another upside down card. Brawny and bold, here is the bear. This we are told, watch and beware. Words that deceive, spoken with envy, you perceived quite unfriendly, but it's upside down. So maybe we see through the upstairs neighbours' lies and their unfriendliness. And I don't know how to read that. With love again, it's like it's not necessarily coming clear. The scythe looms to bear, danger stalks you, of strangers beware, they can harm you. If some nearby cards hold favour of you, good odds your love come too. I mean, not necessarily, because that's a good sign, but that's negative luck sign, so... This is the most random, unclear outcome I've ever seen come up with these cards, to be honest. Okay, so the principal card shows a man in full view, held in high regard to tell fortune for you, and upon your behest, if the cards read well, the worst and the best the cards will foretell. So that's principal card to me, but going over death, it's again suggesting... suggesting bad omens. That's pretty dark, to be honest. But love and luck are surrounding me at this point, so maybe that suggests, that love and luck and happiness could be coming, and maybe I'm heading away from the badness and the past, but there's still possibilities of people interfering and causing problems with it. Okay, so then you can draw up to 3 potential futures if you pay attention to the sides. This is drawn upside down, but it's clouds shine brightly, strong in precision, life will be fine and firm decisions. But because the clouds are there, so it's not the clear skies, because that's clear skies, but that's clouds. So that's hard to endure, hard times ahead. Okay, the second possibility, another upside down card. Stork on the roof of your abode is certain proof you'll take to the road. Stork in flight. Swiftly she wings in some distant night to leave with your things. Okay, so again it's upside down, so she's leaving with our things. So we could lose everything. Lose our home, lose everything. Great, another shitty future. Okay. And roads in the open reveals the best way to avoid. But again, you know, if it's a good leaving, but it's suggesting we lose everything, so it's not suggesting a good leaving, but that is suggesting departure. This is not looking good for me. Oh shit. A road in the open reveals the best way to avoid chagrin and dispel dismay. If dark clouds surround, we had clouds. The clouds were another option. And the road is dim. Beware of the ground sinking within. And this suggests a heck of a bad future, to be honest. This suggests a lot of work and a lot of things to avoid. So it suggests that I'm going to either be stuck in this situation or end up losing my home and losing everything and not be moved into a good situation. And even death, which, you know, is looming, which could just mean bad health and, you know, severely bad health, which is a thing that's been brewing from this sleeplessness anyway. You know, it's severely bad health and not been good on me, so it's not really providing any good outcomes at all that would feel well for this. So this is not looking good. This is a terrible reading. This is not a healthy reading for the future at all. Like, and even the three potential futures, like all of them. So we've got cloudy skies, the stork taking flight on our future, and the road open reveals the best way. I mean, these are potential futures, so, you know, it's potential that we could find the right roads to avoid the despair and losing everything. So they're just potentials, you know. Stuck here forever, being kicked out, losing everything, or, you know, finding the right roads is the difficult path. There's no really good future here, and, you know, the past is the serpent neighbour upstairs, the doom, and our signs to pay attention to are, so the anchor, which is a happy event, but it's upside down, so it's an unhappy event, so we have to try and avoid an unhappy event. So the tree of life, okay, from birth and good health, so that's just, you know, we just need to be choosing a healthy life. And then love and happiness, you know, if we can find love and happiness and peacefulness until death, that's not a great solution either, and all of help in finding solutions. And the slumbering moon, when it rises near, you know, that's just suggesting ill omens and, you know, just avoiding the night time, being kept up all night. So I need to be able to get healthy sleep at night, and, you know, maybe that's just the key to everything, is being able to get rid of this neighbour and being able to sleep at night and have a healthy path. And I've not rigged this deck in any way. This is literally the reading, and then, you know, obviously the future factors with the scythe. So danger of strangers beware, you know, cards don't really hold favourable views, so bad omens on the future. And then that is the ship with gold, so, you know, potential gold, but it's upside down, so we could lose money and lose friends and lose things like that. And then, you know, unfriendly signs and people being against us, and then just me, you know, it's the strike card of you over death. Maybe I need to avoid death, hold power over death. I don't know. It's not a good reading at all. This is not a healthy reading. It's a very unhealthy reading, and no matter how you do this as well, like, there's a proper way of reading it which is different to this, but this is the way that I find effective. You know, everyone finds their own way of reading fortune telling cards. These are Millenniumans. cards, fortune-telling cards. They're a reproduction of a 19th century deck, but I read them differently to she does, so, this is my way of reading them. Her way involves using the whole deck and a very, very complicated, awkward system, but, this is more effective for me. And obviously some cards get flipped, some cards don't, some are upside down, and, that means potentially that they're upside down or in flux, so it could mean that they are something different, right? So I'm not even going to read in here, I'm just, shuffling them up a bit for potentially another reading another time. But that's a bad, hard future for 2019 for me to suggest as though I'd hope for a good reading. That was anything but a good reading. That was just more of the same, more shit, and hard, complicated future. So hopefully 2019 won't be as shit as it seems, but it seems like I'm gonna have more shit and more fighting and more bollocks. But I'm trying to do good. I'm trying to be healthy. I'm trying to fight over sleep deprivation from the assholes upstairs and be able to have a healthy life and not be sleep deprived constantly and drained and not be able to do anything, because I've let my website go down the drain. I've let a lot of things go down the drain from not having the time or the energy to do things, and I'm trying to fight against that. So I am fighting back, and looks like it's going to be a hard fight and a hard future, but hopefully it will not be. So anyway, thanks for watching. If you want to see some more, goodbye.